Port Town is the history of the Port of Long Beach. We've had all those funny picture books, but no one really has ever told the story of how we came to be.
We wanted it to be colorful, we wanted it to tell a true story, but to be something that people would actually read and not just go, set this on the coffee table.
In the beginning, you flail around a lot. And Carmela and I, Carmela's very strong-willed, I'm kind of stubborn. And so at the beginning, we flail around a lot. How are we going to do this? What are we trying to say? What is really the story here? It's not just a chronicle of events. You've got to find that story, you've got to find that theme that runs through it. And the theme was the people who built this thing and had to defend it, because whenever you're successful, people want to attack it and people want to take it away.
We had soldiers of fortune, we had Civil War soldiers, we had world-class sailors, and we had girls of ill repute that followed them all. So it's a great story.
They were given carte blanche to write about what actually happened in the port, and I think that's one reason it's such a great read. There is some controversy in the book. Some of the controversy happened a long time ago, and some of it happened not so long ago. But that's what makes the book interesting. There's so many stories of chicanery and funny business dealings and so forth. So there are a lot of quirky personalities and a lot of major events and a lot of little anecdotes that are really fascinating as well.
Finally, we came up with what I thought was this wonderful name, Up From the Mud, right? It all came up from the mud. And that was the working title for a while, and at some event, President Drummond says to me, really? So we didn't do that, and we talked, we this, we that, with the other thing, and finally came up with what we thought was a perfect name, Port Town. And for us, it goes like this. City of Los Angeles has a port, we're a port town. And all of us have a history that was created here. My parents met and married in Long Beach. When I was a kid, my dad would take us to see Herman the German and show us the port. My uncle had a trucking company that went there. Everybody you run to in Long Beach has those kinds of stories. It's our town, and it's a port town. And that was the book name.
George and Carmela put their heart in it, and I must say that George has tremendous wit. And so there are times when you get a real belly laugh out of this book.
So originally, the idea was we were going to have a 500-page full of black text on white paper with a floppy cover. That was the idea at first, but I stepped in, I said, no, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something really special.
This particular job is scheduled for about 1,750 man-hours. So that's about 8 to 9 weeks.
So what we decided to do was make this book a hardcover. We wanted to feel solid and heavy because that's what the story is about.
The leatherette that they chose feels like calf's leather. It's very soft and feeling, and then we're going to take and do a de-embossed brown foil on it, cover, spine, and back.
And it also will have end sheets that are beautifully photographically done. And we have this spectacular map at the back that's never really been done before.
It is a very unusual book.
And it just so happens that Queen Beach Printers, who've been around the City of Long Beach for a long time, got the winning bid. And we were able to work with them very closely. So I'm very proud to say that this book was written, designed, and manufactured here in the City of Long Beach.
I've had people say, oh, I've got to get 4 copies of the book because my sisters and brothers back east are going to need to see this. And so the two things that struck me was this community ownership of our port. And, you know, I said the name is Port Town, but the deckhead, if you will, is how the people of Long Beach built, defended, and profited from this national asset. Well, when you build something and you defend it, it's yours. And that was the moment that was interesting, is people own this port. It's ours.
It reads like a novel, but it's a historical picture, a historical novel. And if you're from Long Beach, or you know a lot about Long Beach, or you've lived in the surrounding area, it's a story you want to read.